Well, this is embarrassing. Uh, I recorded a pretty not heartfelt, just very honest thing about my depression, socializing, and I just went about to edit it, mainly just trim it up, clean up some of the footage with some adjustment layers and stuff. Realized too late that I should have unmuted my microphone. Anyway, if this sounds less genuine, it's because I'm really frustrated right now because I really like that recording turned out. No, come on. I should have checked. I should have checked. I should have remembered because I usually keep it mute. Uh, okay. I guess I'll just keep it brief. I'll keep it brief. Basically, this is going to be a series that I'll do just to be more open about my issues with life because I'm very bad with my issues. I don't treat them how I should. Not necessarily because I'm completely ignoring them, but I'm not being the best with them. I'm not doing well with them. So basically, in turn, I'm autistic. That's a big thing. That's part of my issues with socializing, being socially awkward, and things like that. I have trouble with friends, making friends, genuine friends at that, and what genuine friends I have, which is like two of them. Uh, I'm not good with keeping in contact with them, or I'm just really bad about wanting to socialize because a lot of the time I often just prefer not to socialize because that's easier and things like that. So, yeah, I ended up talking about a lot about how my depression affects me, how I'm really bad at socializing, how I need to be better about it, but I just can't repeat it. I just can't repeat saying it. It doesn't feel right. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I forgot to turn the microphone on. Well, it wasn't the fact that it was on. I'm using OBS to record, and I'm using my webcam, and because my glasses like to reflect the monitor, I turn my monitor off just so I can focus on the webcam a bit more mentally, and so that it doesn't reflect in my glasses constantly. And so I didn't see the audio bar for my microphone, and I didn't realize it until I put it into Adobe Premiere. But if this was me before I recorded this, I would have given up and not have done the video at all. So, yeah, I'm doing the video still. And it's because of the video series I've been doing daily and that I'm more willing to record stuff now and more willing to do things, which is part of what I said I needed to do in my failed recording. And yeah, which is I need to be better about putting myself out there in ways that I can still feel comfortable but still making you know social moves out into the world. And basically a lot of it comes down to when it comes to social media, I view it more as a form of entertainment than a form of socializing. And one thing about socializing is that it's not just entertaining, it's just socializing for the soul and stuff. So I've been trying to follow people who are more just seem like cool people rather than entertaining people. Even if I don't necessarily agree with their opinions at an entertainment level, but I kind of need to learn. It's like, yeah, I kind of need to learn how to socialize more because I'm awkward. My literal disability is social awkwardness and learning, so I need to find better ways so I can learn and be less awkward, or at least try to find people who are willing to tolerate my awkwardness. And one of the things I talked about in my failed recording was that, personally for me, as someone with autism, it's really hard to argue to someone about tolerating me for my social awkwardness. Because it's not just like a thing that just goes away after like a couple of hours of getting knowing me. It's not like a video game with a very hard or boring beginning, and the rest is good. No, I'm just in my video. In that test recording, not test recording. It might as well be a test recording. In that recording, I compared myself to Dark Souls. I am hard to deal with in the beginning, and I'm hard to deal with after the fact. And I personally don't like Dark Souls. And I don't find the game that fun, and I know the game is the same throughout it. So I just end up not caring for the game, even though it's intended to be that difficult, but that doesn't mean I necessarily enjoy it for that difficulty. So I'm like the Dark Souls of socializing, and that was my joke that I prepared to, not make this as dank and depressing as it is, but yeah, that's just generally what I have to deal with. And one of the other things I talked about is how I have trouble with friends in general, like two types of friends. One, pity friends who are just friends with me because they feel bad if they don't. And then I have genuine friends who I don't talk to or have trouble talking with or stuff like that. Like, I have two genuine friends, one who I email and one who I talk with Discord. And the person who I email is easy to talk to for a really bad reason, and that's just because that they don't respond right away. And the fact that they don't respond right away because it's email, like, I'm the only non-business related person in the world who checks their email every day. Unless you're a business or a creator, you don't check your email every day. That's just too old-fashioned, if you will. So, yeah. And because of that actually makes it easier to talk to them. Like, it gets a little bit hard when they, take a month to respond. But, when they do, it feels more like a nice little surprise of socializing. And then I just don't keep consistent with emails. And even when I do, it's something that I don't keep up with, and it's something that I'm really bad about, and I feel bad, and while with the other person who I talk with Discord on, because they're more instant, it's harder for me to talk to them. It's like if they're actually there, it's like hard to, say something, and I hate that I'm like this, but it's something I need to work on. It's not just something that's gonna fix itself with time. I need to actively do something about it. It's like drawing. You're not just going to get better after a couple of years. You actually have to be drawing for a couple of years, So I just need to get better at it, and that's why I've been trying to follow people on Twitter, for example, that I just find are just generally like cool people or people who are just generally interesting, rather than just people who I find entertaining or they do funny web comics or cool manga drawings here and there. So I just, even though, like, I wouldn't say I'm expecting to be friends with them by the end of the year. No, just like, it's more that I'm trying to put myself out there more and, I guess, try to practice more. Like, if I could be friends with them, I would. That's the dream, but a dream is a dream. Reality is cold, harsh, and really mean. And stuff. Now I'm swiveling in my chair. This is what I do when I think. So, yeah. I'm still mad. Why did I forget to turn the microphone on? I'm gonna check real quick, because I know I turned the microphone on before. Just want to check the audio levels. You're gonna see the reflection in my glasses. Yes, it is going up and down with my voice. So yes, it is. Now you see like the reflection that would get annoying. would get annoying. You might be able to see the blue reflection of the... Can you see like the blue reflection? Like, kinda. Like the webcam has like, it's like a Logitech C920. I think it's technically a C922 technically, I think. But anyway, turn them out and back off, just so you don't get that glare again. But yeah, this was supposed to be a good video too, and I really liked that first recording. Like I said, it doesn't come off as genuine the second time. Kind of makes you wish you scripted, but at the same time, the point of not scripting it is to be really honest. You can't just, pretty up some of your words and just like go, oh hey, I knew exactly what the... No, like this is how I feel, and it's really frustrating. I guess the next time I do one of these videos, I'll just make sure to make sure my microphone's on. And it would definitely be about a different topic, so it wouldn't be like me just talking about, oh, in this video recording that you didn't get to see because, or here in this case, I have it fully recorded visually, but not audially. No, now my voice is starting to hurt. This is a perfect analogy of my social life. The first time everything goes wrong, even though you thought it went well, then you look back on it and it's just like, let's try this again, and it just comes out worse and worse. It's like a joke that you want to like say, the person didn't hear you quite right, then you say it again in full, and then they just kind of look at you weird, and they just kind of look away, and it's just like, yeah, I have chronic depression, all that, yada, yada, yada. Stuff I talked about. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be it for today's video. Yeah. Turn the monitor back on. I don't even think I'm gonna edit this. Like, no, I was gonna add a few filters and stuff like that, play around with color correction and stuff, exposures, but no, I really don't feel like it. I really don't feel like it. Yeah. Anyway, see you later.